According to the recent studies by Yale University in 2024, only about 9 to 12% of people stick to their New Year's resolution. That means that for every 100 people who are watching this video and that have a New Year's resolution, out of those 100 people, only 9 to 12 people will be able to stick to the plan and actually be able to get close to achieving their goals in 2025. मुझे पता है you're probably hoping कि you may be one of the 9 to 12% people, and I don't know if that is true for you, but मैं definitely था in 9 to 12% category में, because back in 2020 I used to be a complete degenerate. My honeymoon phase, as I like to call it, which is basically the time period जब तक motivation last करती है after setting a goal and taking action. My honeymoon phase was literally a week. That means that just after a week I would completely forget about my goals, completely forget about the habits that I'm trying to build, and completely forget why I started this journey to begin with. If that sounds something relatable, if that is something that you're struggling with, this video is exactly for you. The biggest problem with motivation is that it just doesn't last. इसका मतलब है कि you may feel like going to the gym for a month, लेकिन उसके बाद the honeymoon phase fades away. After a month, what happens is your motivation starts to fickle away, and all you're left with is whatever habits that you have built consciously or unconsciously. That means कि you will start getting excuses in your head. Gym अब बहुत दूर लगने लगेगा, बाहर बहुत सर्दी लगने लगेगी, and all of that just because you didn't build the habit of going to the gym properly. There's a way you're supposed to build habits, and the way that you get out of this honeymoon phase or you avoid it completely is if you build habits in the correct way and if you have set habits already in place. If I had to give the version of me back in 2020 one single piece of advice, is to not go back to trying the same thing over and over again. अगर तुम एक बार जिम जाने की habit build नहीं कर पा रहे एक महीने में, and then you just don't go to gym for 3 months, उसके बाद you again try to do the same thing again, it's not going to work. That's because you're trying the wrong thing over and over again. There is a method that I have devised of building habits, and it is very personalized to me. It's something that I've come up with on my own, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly how you can replicate that for yourself and hopefully completely eliminate the need for motivation to begin with. Okay, this is what I call systemized habit formation. Basically, you take a big habit, a more complicated or complex habit, right? Like going to the gym and working out, and you break it down into simpler and easier versions of itself, and then you go by them at every stage. So this is going to be a 3-month plan for you, right? And I'll leave a link to a habit tracker in the description below so you can use it to track your progress and whatever. It's going to be completely free, don't worry about it. So it's going to be a 3-month process. Every single month you will be getting into a new stage. So first month will be stage 1, second month is going to be stage 2, third month is going to be stage 3, when you will have completely properly achieved a habit, right? It takes 3 months to build a proper solidified habit, and you're going to carry that habit for the rest of your life. It's as simple as that, bro. And it's really that simple. It's not easy. सब लोग नहीं कर पाएंगे, but it is going to be simple. Stage 1. This is going to be the easiest of them all. I'll take the gym example to begin with because we've been talking about that for a long time. Think about the gym, right? तो तुम्हारा main जो task है जिसको तुम habit बनाना चाहते हो, वो है going to the gym, working out and having a good workout, right? ये तुम्हारी पूरी habit है, right? First stage में you only have to worry about showing up because that is like 50 to 70% of the battle. Your brain doesn't say कि आज gym में जाके मेहनत मत करो. Your brain says gym mat jana. That's the excuse your brain gives, that the path to the gym is too long, you have to make your bag, you have to do a lot of these things, right? तुम्हारे रास्ते में जो भी obstacles होते हैं वो सारे excuses सिर्फ gym तक जाने के हैं. तो if you can convince your brain to be like, okay, मेरे को gym जाके workout नहीं करना. Obviously you can if you want to, but that is not your goal for this month. Your goal is to just show up to the gym. कुछ भी हो जाए, तुम्हारा काम सिर्फ जिम जाने का है. अगर तुम्हारा मन नहीं कर रहा जिम में वर्कआउट करने का, बस जिम चले जाओ एंड वापस आ जाना. बट योर गोल इज़ टू जस्ट सिंपली शो अप. फॉर द फर्स्ट मंथ योर goal is to build the habit of showing up only. This is stage 1. I've replicated this countless times. It is applicable to any habit that you want to build, any at all, because I've done this with work, I've done this with eating habits, I've done this with cardio habits. Whatever it is that you want to build a habit for, you can do this. So break down your habit into a simpler and easier version and then make that stage 1. Stage 1 is going to be showing up. बस gym जाना है, वापस आना है. If you feel like working out, work out. If you don't, come back. That's completely fine. But what is not acceptable is not going to the gym at all. That is stage 1, first month. The next stage is you get out of your comfort zone थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा. इस stage में you have to make the habit a little bit harder to do. So you already have the habit of going to the gym. Now you'll realize कि gym जाता हूँ तो workout हो ही जाता है. Like ऐसे बहुत कम दिन होंगे जब तुम gym चले जाओगे और फिर तुम्हारा मन करेगा कि नहीं यार gym नहीं, मतलब exercise नहीं करनी चाहिए. तो and this applies for everything, right? So half the battle is literally just sitting down to get to work. Half the battle is just going out for the run. The task itself is very simple. Your brain will not give you excuses for that when you're actually in the battlefield, right? Now you have to make it a little bit harder. So you already are going to the gym, right? That is like compulsory. You have to go to the gym every single day, whatever happens. You add another variation. You're like, now I will also warm up for 15 minutes before working out every single time. You should, ideally your workout should consist of a warm-up, right? So include that warm-up as also a condition. It is not acceptable that you don't do this. So you show up to the gym and you warm up for 20 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever time you warm up for. And now that becomes an additional level of difficulty. So now slowly you're stacking habits, right? You only do this for the second month. So now you have 2 months of showing up for the gym. You're pretty consistent at showing up at the gym now. You also on top of that have built the habit of warming up before going to the gym. So you also, like, when you show up to the gym, your brain is automatically going to fire up the circuits that are like pick up that weight or start walking on the treadmill, right? That is what you do in stage 2. Now comes stage 3. Stage 3 is the actual thing, right? Now you have 2 habits in your arsenal. That means there are 2 habits that are going to help you in your journey to building the actual habit itself, right? Now your condition is that you absolutely have to work out every single day. You already have the habit of going to the gym, so there is no way that you're skipping gym, right? You will warm up every single day. Now it is extremely unlikely that you will go to the gym, you will warm up and then not work out. In the first 2 months it was acceptable. Like in the first month, if you didn't feel like working out, you could have skipped it. In the second month, if you didn't feel like working out, you could have skipped it. But this is the month where you will not accept not working out. Every single day you go to the gym, you warm up and you work out. So this becomes like a ritual sort of, and you're habitualizing, a new word, you're habitualizing each and every step of that ritual. So your brain just like creates like a circuit in your brain. So every single time, at the same time, your brain is going to fire up the circuit and you're going to be like, okay, it's time to go to the gym. And then tum gym jaoge, and then tum wahan pe warm up karna start kar doge, and then your brain is going to be like, okay, ab exercise karne ka time aa gaya, ab workout karne ka time aa gaya. So this is kind of like training your brain, like jaise dogs ko train karte hain, you're training yourself ki ek series mein ek circuit mein cheezon ko karna, and this builds like permanent lifelong habits, right? So the conclusion is, look at your habit, break it down into 3 easier versions of itself, and then have a 3-month plan. Build the habit of showing up first, then include a part of the process that is an easier and a simpler and a less time consuming version of the bigger habit that you're trying to build. And the third stage and the final stage in the last month is the actual habit itself. When you build a habit like that, when you actually spend some time, you can have that habit for the rest of your life. Unless of course you stop doing the habit for any reason. I want to make something clear. Having a habit doesn't mean that you just simply you just automatically do stuff. If you have no experience with building habits, you probably don't understand that it's not like तुम बस जाके चीजें कर लेते हो. It's that कि तुम्हारा brain allow करता है तुम्हें वो चीजें करने को. तुम्हें excuses नहीं मिलते हैं anymore. That is what a habit is. When जब तुम्हारा दिमाग तुम्हें कोई excuses नहीं देता कुछ करने को, you still have to have put some efforts into showing up, sitting down, recording a video, stuff like that, right? Effort है, but it's not as much as the other time जब तुम्हें इतना ज़्यादा will power नहीं चाहिए होता basically, जब habit formed हो जाती है. That is how motivation is an absolute scam. And that is how you can eliminate the need for motivation. I don't need to be motivated in order to go to the gym. I do it every single day. I don't need to be motivated to do my work. I do it every single day. Don't need to be motivated to stick to my diet. I do it anyway. All of these things just fall into place. A very important and useful resource in my opinion is something I call a habit tracker. This is just, I made it myself, but I'll leave a link to a habit tracker that I have made for you, where you can write, where the dates are already there. You just have to include the habits that you want to build for every single month. Get 3 printouts of that, stick it somewhere where you can see it on a daily basis. Make sure that you are checking off every single day and that you're doing the habit every single day, and that will keep you accountable. If you want my further involvement in the process and you don't just simply want to be taking off yourself, the second link in the description is the link to my private community. You can join it. It's an awesome space. You'll be added to a WhatsApp community where you can chat with me directly, and you'll get a link to a free live session with me along with the rest of the boys. You'll be able to chat to this awesome community that I have, and you can talk to me, you can have live sessions with me. It's awesome. I have a bunch of courses there. There's a free course if you enroll in the community. For you, it's going to be a free course for building an aesthetic physique. There's a course for accountability, and there's also a free ebook that I'm soon going to be launching after some editing. It's going to be there soon. All of that is just going to be in there for some measly price. You can check it out in the description. Second link in the description is an awesome space. For any reason, if you don't want to invest or you just don't have the money, I also have a free community. It's also extremely valuable. All of those courses are also available there. You can check it out. It's the first link in the description, and I will see you in the live sessions. I'm building a community of high value men, और मैंने become high value. अगर तुम्हें लगता है तुम उनमें से एक हो, subscribe to my channel right now ताकि मेरी videos आपको और आसानी से ढूंढ पाए, and I can help you in your own self-improvement journey by videos just like this every single Thursday. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.